Well, if you go to your settings, they have increased sounds. There's now new sounds. I also am fiddling with the sound, so if it's a little too loud, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to tell what is too much, what's not too much, because it's all new sounds. Also, in the general, you have view range indicator on minimap. Basically, all that does is they'll give you minimap features, which I'll show you in a minute or two. But they also have changed the way your small repair kit works and your small first aid kit works. And I'll show you what that means in a little while as well. Other than that, not much has changed except for the stuff like the improved sounds. In this version, all the game sounds were fully reworked. Change were introduced to sounds improvement, shots, reworked engines, you know, blah 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 blah. All the good stuff that we really want. Drifting and extreme maneuvers is now a thing. Like if you look, I can't really move my mouse. Just pressing WD, you get that big turn. WD and the spacebar, you get a nice tighter turn. You can do a drifting turn, so that's pretty neat. That's basically showing you how to, the new Mosaic physics, showing you can roll over Tank's vehicle now. If you want to read this, please pause the video and read it at your own pleasure, because it's too much to read. And smooth obstacle crossing. So basically your suspension takes up some of the motion. Before, you'll be all over the place, you can't shoot very accurately. Now you can go over the bumps without really noticing the bumps are there. Now, those are the good things. There is a bad thing though, and there's a bad thing that I dislike about this patch. It's a small thing. Not many people will care about it, but I do. I really care about this small feature. Now if you go to the tech tree and click on a tier 1, let's see this T1 coming. Where's all the modules? Where did all my modules go? They simplified it, so you don't need to get the second engine, you don't need to get the second track, you don't need to get the second or third radio, you don't need to get the second or third turret. Which might sound good, like yay, I don't have to grind, but tier 1 vehicles are for new players. Basically saying, what? That's not... Where's my gun? Where is the big long pew 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 gun that takes 1,000,000 seconds to reload? What is this? They've removed the best gun on the T1 Cunningham? Are you seeing this, guys? Are you seeing what Wargaming did to your favorite tier 1s? They basically got rid of the good guns. Before, you can get the best gun. The big, long autoloader for this thing. That's upsetting. And it's not just the T1. It's all the tier 1s. Like this French Renault. There is no more stock turret. I preferred the stock turret because it's more historical than the round one. Granted, the round one was used as well, but I rather... So upsetting. I'm not a big fan of this. Wargaming, please take it back. This, to me, tier 1s is when new players get into the game. If the players see like, oh, I'm gonna get the Renault or the Renault FT17. Oh, all I have to do is research the gun and then research all of these? Like, yeah, that sounds fun, but you're not researching like, oh, I need the second turret, I need to research tracks, I need to research this, or I need the second turret to mount this gun. Like, that's learning. And taking the learning away from the game is bad. Because when they get to a tier 2, like, oh, whoa, what is all this? I never have to do this. And it'll be either a turn off, or it's just like... But one thing that made me angry about doing this is my favorite tier 1. My favorite tier 1 in the game is the Japanese tier 1. They took away its top gun. They took away the tier 2 gun that this Reynolds Otsu had. The gun that made this thing a very powerful, good tier 1. And they got rid of it. My favorite gun at tier 1, and they had to remove it. To me, that's upsetting. To me, that's unacceptable. And I hope Wargaming doesn't implement it, but since not many people care about low tiers, it's going to be implemented anyways. But I think this is stupid, and I think Wargaming did this badly, because there's no reason why tier 1 shouldn't have modules to research like every other tier. That's just my opinion. Well, other than that rage inducement of section, they also have, if we go to the team training room, let's create a room by myself, because that's what I like to do. Let's see, where is... Nope. Where is it? There it is. They have changed Sacred Valley. They have changed this section. They have changed this whole section. This whole section has been changed a bit. They also lessened the buildings in the city. But let's explore it. Let me go find a friend to go explore this map, and we'll go explore it. And I'll be tampering with the sounds, because that's what I do. So, I'll be right back. So here we are on the new Sacred Valley, and I have spent a little minute or two adjusting the sound so it sounds good for me and good for you. Now, things that you can see right off the bat is you got your max view range, or your, well, the max view range that your tank can see, and the render distance in the in between, and this is your spotting range. So if anything crosses that line, you should be able to spot it. Anything in this zone should be areas that you can see. Like, this is your render distance. So if a tank's out here, it's invisible. If it goes in here, you can see it. If it's in here, you can spot it. So let's say you have a friendly right here. So the tank here is spotted. You can now shoot at him. But if this tank dies, he can turn invisible because he's not inside your spotting range. If that makes sense. Also, if you look over here, there is a speedo, so to speak. It has your top speed, and if you go into reverse, it changes that number to your reverse speed, which I think is nice. And that needle goes all the way up to your top speed, and it also goes down and up like you're shifting gears, which I think is fun. So let's start going, and listen to this engine, listen to this game. I think it sounds very pretty, but it's not about... Right now, it's not about what this is. It's about the changes to this map. So basically, everything in this map became a lot more flatter. There's not really many hills up this way, and there's a lot more areas to flank. Like before, this area is now all open up. It's not now a lot more flatter, and you have more opportunities to flank. Listen to that engine. Ooh, those gun sounds are fantastic. Now there's more opportunities to flank. Like, if I'm up here, I can now go down here, poke out, oh no, shoot, back away. Now they're coming towards me, I can turn around and go around and shoot their behind, which I think is pretty cool. So, I like that. I like that they opened this area a lot more so people can now flank, and it's not, oh, I gotta hide around this corner because I don't want to get shot by a person. They also made it a lot more flat. There used to have been an incline to, you had an incline to get up here. Now it's not an incline. There's still this divot here, which is nice, so you can technically haul down in this area and not get shot at, which is nice. They kept the waterfall. The waterfall is still there, which is nice, I guess. The waterfall that makes no sense to me. So let's head over to the other changed area by their spawn. Ooh, it sounds so good. Boom. Haha, haha. This game, it sounds amazing. Like, I'm going to be playing World of Tanks a lot more with these new sounds. The physics are going to take a little while to get used to because they are a little wobbly sometimes, especially with the e-brake. Woo! Haha, that's awesome. But they changed this area a bit. Yeah, there's now a little bit more concealment for artillery pieces down here. And, sliding. The new physics are amazing. Like, they're going to get some time to get used to because they're different, but also down here is not much of a hill anymore. It's getting more flat. And there's also more routes to go. You don't have to go over the bridge that is now gone. You can go this way. Whee! Ow!
The engine is damaged.
I did not expect that.
Commander is knocked out.
Sorry, Commander.
Our gas tanks ruptured.
Ah!
We're low on fuel.
I'm sorry. But yes, they have removed the bridge that went across here, which is kind of upsetting because I like that bridge. I kind of like that bridge a lot. So this area is a lot more flatter, a lot more easier to traverse, I guess. Easier to get down into the middle of the map. Now we're heading to the third place that they really have changed on the map. And it's up here by this castle region, or this temple of worship. As you can see, it's a lot more flat. A lot more flat. And the temple has been moved up a bit. Before, it was way back here. My gun's damaged. Or not. It was like way back here, and you had a very narrow, like the width of the house. Like the building would be right there, and you basically had a width of a house behind this palace, which is useful and also not useful. But now it's very useful because now you can sit back here, fight among the other tanks without getting worried about nasty artillery killing you from the top, which I think is very nice that they did that. Let's see. They also moved the bridge from here to there, which is, I think, a cool feature because now you can actually get to this side. Whee! Ha. I like this bridge because it's a curved bridge and it looks nice, I guess. A good jumping position, and a lot of people thought you might be able to get inside the castle. No, they walled it off. Which I can see why, because I can see like artillery or a tank hiding behind there, and then tanks come up here and then they get outflanked by, let's say, a bat chat or something. Which won't be fun. Which wouldn't be fun at all. So I see why they did that. So other than that, they haven't really changed much except for this village. The village is the last thing they have really changed on this map. As you can see, it's a lot less congested. This whole area would be filled with buildings. Now it's much more open, so to speak. There's a lot less buildings, there's a lot less cover, and it's much easier to get sniped if the enemy team has that position, because now you have no cover. Before, you would just be, in here, hiding behind these buildings as one of these buildings get destroyed, because it is relatively easy to destroy these buildings. But then you go to, oh, he just fired, look, a new building that's not destroyed yet. It's simple to hide inside this village, and that's what made this village unique in my opinion, is it was like the only village that you can actually hide in. But I see why they removed it, because you can basically just sit there a whole match and just hide in the village, which I don't mind. Am I happy about the changes on this map? I'll see. It's very interesting, so I'll see if it's actually helpful or if it's hindersome, because that's all that happens. It's always give or take with Wargaming's new maps. It's either a very good, successful map that they implemented or fixed, or it's they've made it worse. So I hope this isn't making this map worse. Can I climb this? Yay! I can climb this. Awesome! New physics are going to make things a lot more difficult to play. Because before, I would not be able to make that. I would not be able to make that. But with physics, I did. Physics are going to break some maps. I feel like some positions, let's say you're right here in a tank destroyer, and a light tank just comes up that hill, you're not expecting it, and now you're just like, well, fudge. Now this rock is basically useless because scout tanks can just go bloop, bloop, and shoot you in the back all day long. So, yeah. Physics are going to be a unique gameplay style that I like. I like the new sounds, because no more longer do you need sound mods. Engine sounds, gun sounds, those will be a thing of the past, unless you're a die-hard Gnome Fathers fan, and you must have Gnome Fathers because Gnome Fathers is the best or something. But to me, I like what Wargaming puts in. I think the Chaffee sounds amazing in this clip. So, yeah. The gun sounds fantastic. I love the echo. Sounds good. I love the shell reloading. I like the shell ejecting. I like the turret traverse. Yes. And I also like the revving feature. If you hold down your spacebar, which is the also thing that controls the slippy slidey turns, you can, if you press the W or D key, you can rev the engines like this. And if you look here, you can actually see that needle move up and down to your revving, which I think is pretty cool. I like this feature. Now, does it have an advantage if you unpress it? I don't know if it launches you faster. Because it would be interesting to see that you get a better start if you rev your engine, which is pretty cool. But other than that, that's been the new changes to Sacred Valley, and I think it's been fantastic. Ooh, those gun sounds. And that's basically it for this new patch. Basically it. I think it's a good patch with the new sounds, the new physics, the change to this map. I am kind of disappointed with what they did with Tier 1s because my overpowered Japanese Tier 1, my favorite Tier 1 in the game, but I'm not wargaming. I can't control what they do and don't do, so yeah. Tell me in the comments what you think about patch 9.14. Do you like it? Do you agree with me about what they did with Tier 1s, or do you just don't care? And tell me what you think about the new gun sounds and engine sounds. And I will be doing the HD models like I always do every single patch. Tell me about my sound quality. Is my sound too low? Is it too high? Can you not hear my voice when I speak? Those are all good feedbacks that would be nice if you comment in the comment section. So, yeah. If you like this video, remember to click the like button and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So, yeah. See you in the next video. The HD model videos should be the next ones coming up on my channel. So, see you guys. Bye-bye. See ya. Later. Bye.